Prime Minister Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin has tested negative for COVID-19, his office announced today. It said the Prime Minister is in good health, but he will continue self-isolating until the end of the 14-day period set by the Health Ministry. The Premier is under self-quarantine after chairing a high-level meeting, which was attended by Senator Datuk Sri Dr. Zulkifli Mohamad Al-Bakri, who tested positive for the novel coronavirus. Malaysia has seen a recent spike in COVID-19 cases, with a record 691 new infections yesterday. The daily figure fell to 489 today, though the number of active cases climbed to a record 3,351. Sabah topped the daily list with the highest number of confirmed infections today, with 282 cases, followed by Kedah 153 and Selangor 20. The total number of cases now stands at 13,993, while the death toll remains at 141. To curb the spread, the government has extended the CMCO to 4 more districts: Klang, Selangor, and Sandakan, Papua and Tuaran in Sabah. The restrictions will start this Friday and be in force for 14 days for targeted detection activities. Travel in and out of these areas will not be allowed. Non-essential services and dine-ins will be barred, and only 2 people per household will be allowed to leave the house to buy groceries and other supplies. Glove Corp is said to be planning to start paying dividends on a quarterly basis starting from FY21, and a special dividend could be on the cards as it moves away from its existing semi-annual payout scheme. UOB Kay Hian analyst Philip Wong, who attended a recent conference call with Glove, wrote in a note today that should the group declare any special dividends, it will be for the third quarter of FY21 at the earliest. Based on the company's dividend payout policy of 50% and UOB Kay Hian's projected earnings, he said the implied dividend yield for FY21 is 7.7%. For every 10% additional payout, the yield increases by 1.6%. That said, he said dividend yields will moderate to 2.1% for FY22 and 1.2% for FY23. On the US detention order on its subsidiaries' products, Wong said Glove indicated that it remains uncertain as to when the order will be lifted. That said, the group's utilization rates remain maxed out, as demand remains robust, with sales to North America contributing a healthy 20% of the overall sales mix. Glove's shares rose 1.85% today to close at RM8.80. Binapuri Holdings JV company SPTK Joint Venture Co. has secured a 7.75 billion baht or about 1.04 billion ringgit contract to build a portion of a planned high-speed railway linking Thailand's capital to the northern province of Nong Khai. The total length of the package is 13.68 kilometers, comprising a railway route measuring 12.38 kilometers. It also involves the construction of a new station and the renovation of an existing station. The latest win brings its unbuilt book order to 1.9 billion ringgit. The project is expected to contribute positively to the group's net assets and earnings. Binapuri first ventured into Thailand in 2003 to build an access road for the Suvarnabhumi International Airport in Bangkok, with a contract value of more than 180 million ringgit. To date, it has completed 26 projects in the country with an approximate value of 2 billion ringgit. The Court of Appeal today ruled in favour of MAS as it overturned a High Court decision that the dismissal of Union Chief Ismail Nasaruddin was unlawful. The National Union of Flight Attendants Malaysia president was dismissed in 2013 for breaching his duties after giving an interview to The Sun to highlight the concerns of workers in relation to claims of overwork, underpayment of salaries, and health and safety issues. He also called for the resignation of then-CEO Ahmad Jauhari Yahya for failing to resolve the cabin crew's problems since taking over in September 2011. The Court of Appeal ruled today that Ismail should have pursued other legal measures before speaking to the press. As such, the compensation of 211,444 ringgit and 56 cent previously awarded to Ismail has been set aside. The court also ordered Ismail to pay 5,000 ringgit to MAS in costs. His lawyer says he will discuss with Ismail whether they can exercise the option to appeal to the federal court. Genting Hong Kong will reportedly get 193 million euros or 942.4 million ringgit from Germany's Coronavirus Stabilization Fund for the firm's struggling shipyards in the country. Quoting Harry Glove, Economic Minister of Mecklenburg-West Pomerania, Nikkei Asia reports that the funds will allow work at Genting Hong Kong's shipyards in northeastern Germany, grouped under MV Werften, to carry on at least until March. According to the report, Genting Hong Kong had actually applied for 570 million euros, about 2.78 billion ringgit from the fund, which was set up to try to preserve jobs through the pandemic. It is the largest publicly known such request by a foreign company. A decision on whether to grant Genting Hong Kong the full amount now depends on an assessment of the company's overall prospects. Genting Hong Kong formed MV Werften after acquiring Nordic Yard's 3 shipyards in 2016. The shipbuilder employs some 3,100 workers.